recording. All right. So last episode, our brave adventurers were finishing up at the haunted house. Y'all talked to what was his name? Sir Roderick. He, told you his map was the key, and that someone took it, of course. You were on your way back to town. You got, was that when y'all got attacked by the Nocheline, or did that happen earlier in the session?
I think that was when we were trying to get back.
Nocheline was on our way back home, and we hadn't made it there yet.
That's right.
Yeah, it's when we were done from the house.
Yeah. So y'all managed to vanquish this little fey-like creature, and have made your way back to Roderick's Cove. Excuse me. Y'all are here. Go ahead. I'll just move Dahor up there first. Y'all are at the top of the screen at the path coming into town, just above number 10. Just you guys up there.
Is that who I think it is? Are they actually there waiting for us as we come in?
They are not there just quite yet.
Okay.
I mean, they're not outside. Anyways, sorry, I had them away. But yeah, they're not like right there in front of your face.
Oh, so they're waiting to ambush us. Got it.
Sure. Yeah.
Wait, who's waiting to ambush us?
Cordova and Ardrani.
Oh. I was like, wait. I gotta go
I'm
get my
paranoid of
character sheet
everything. It's Illuminati everywhere. That's where Talim's at.
It is early evening this fall day. Y'all are probably coming back into town right as the sun is starting to set in the sky. Nice, cool, early evening for you to still accomplish whatever you want.
I'm trying to remember who we were gonna go off and see originally.
Oh,
We have a few things we need to do.
Remember, the one thing I can remember was checking with Cordova and Aldrani. And
We have a map.
Else.
Here's what it is. We have a map that leads to the Churl Wood, and we need to go to the stone house where the road keepers are. And we need to get the gauntlets from the vaults inside the house. That's what Roderick told us.
That's what it was. I couldn't remember the vault.
We also have a map in hand that we have not deciphered, and we need to take it to Cordova. And what Roderick had said was Stonehouse, the Wood, Gauntlet, save them and my map. So I don't know what we're saving, but we need to find a map.
Talim, make a knowledge local check.
Oh, I gotta pull up my character sheet.
While you're doing that, we also picked up a case with the word Baraket on it. And Baraket was apparently a sword, and that would be the sword we think that was the half-blade sword that they're using.
The bladeless sword.
The bladeless, yeah, bladeless, half-bladed. I don't know, bladeless. The sword with no blade is what I have written here.
Jeremy, you said knowledge local, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knowledge history too. Everyone you're more comfortable with. 10 is good enough. You do know that a lot of Roderick's maps were, taken early during town's founding and are preserved in the town's archives.
Would the archives be in the museum?
No, the archives are not in the museum. The archives are in the town hall.
Daddy, look!
Hey.
This is a knife for you!
Thank you.
It's a knife for you.
It's
Good night, Daddy.
not a knife.
Stabby, 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 stab.
She brought me a zipper, like just the like the zippy part of the zipper, and said it's a knife.
You're gonna get shanked.
Dude, you got
Probably
pranked.
because
That's what
every
happens.
time you try to zip yourself up, if you get caught in it, it cuts like a knife, man. It's no fun.
Like a knife.
Anyways,
Anyway, yeah, the maps. There are maps in the town archives. But I mean, you may also go to Cordova. You may, either way. Like he may know more about it, or you may find the map you're looking for in the archive.
Could go to him. Show him this one that we found.
yeah, we could possibly, if we have to, divide and conquer on that. Maybe try both spots. We'll start with Cordova because if he knows right away, we don't waste our time digging through the City Hall archives because Lord knows how much of a mess that's going to be in. Well, so is Cordova's brain, but
We should
could
see
take our
him
chances.
first. Let's go to him
Try to
first.
get in touch with Eldrani too. She's been around just as long. She may also know or have access, know exactly where that map is in the town hall.
Yeah.
Among other things.
Um,
Are we all on board
Alright,
with
so y'all-
that? That's good.
Yeah, that's fine by me. That's
Yeah.
probably
I think
the
we should
easiest thing
stick
to do
together.
right now.
I don't see that we should break the party up, but let's go find Cordova and ask him about the haunted house map.
Yeah, you're right. Last time we went through town and we started to split up, we got attacked. So yeah, no, together.
there we go. All right. So yeah, y'all. Right here. This first building in town is the museum. So I mean, y'all go inside, and you actually find Aldrani talking with Cordova. She is sitting down at his desk, in his solar, drinking a cup of tea. You see a young foreign elf, beautiful, pale woman with long dark hair. She's wearing blue robes. Yeah, God dang it! If I can just open it up, I can try and show you her picture. Here we go. Show to players. All right. Despite the long life afforded by her race, Aldrani has dedicated herself to the dead. She, of course, I told you she's the gravekeeper. Unlike most elves who carry themselves with a sense of liveliness, like they have a charm to them. She's very morose. She's often seen, with her hands in her pockets, slumped, shoulders down, eyes on the ground, sulking through town. And yeah, she is sitting here having tea and biscuits with Cordova.
I open fire. No, kidding.
That's a hit.
All right. So who's our party face? Who's going to engage? Probably our Talim.
Oh boy. I wasn't expecting you here, Aldrani.
She sets down her cup. Well, Mr. Cordova and I are, have grown to be close friends, and I wanted to share a drink with him this evening. I did not expect you guys to show up here. Were you looking for me, Talim?
Eventually, yes. We just on our way. We're going to stop here first for Mr. Cordova.
Well, yes, it's a happy circumstance then that I'm here. What did you need me for?
And me for that matter. I was about to go to bed. You see, it's still bright outside. I want to shut my eyes before the moon comes.
Cordova, you are well aware of the situation this town and area is in. If you could have any good shut-eye, I would be morosely appalled. And I imagine that while you may have been imbibing, you may have been informing Johnny of this.
Yeah. Oh, of course, she is aware. We have been discussing this at great length. But my dearest friend, I feel I must inform you. Just as time continues to move, you should not let stress keep you from sleep. Damn it! I had something. I can't put it together in my head. Anyways, you should not let stress keep you from sleep any more than you should let yourself worry about time stop moving. Yes, that's it. There we go. Something that
No,
makes sense.
I'm not losing sleep because of stress. I'm losing sleep because of the nightmares of creatures that are roaming through our town and our nearby areas, of which we have come to you with some pieces of the puzzle that we would like your assistance figuring out so we can end
Oh yes,
this.
It's truly been quite terrifying. Grace
Yeah.
pulls out the map and hands it to Cordova.
Yeah.
Got anything,
He
old
looks-
man? Because I would like to not have to worry about all the kids.
Oh yes.
Hi, old man. Hi, Johnny. I found the map. Just so you know, I found the map.
Yes,
Yeah.
give this young boy credit.
Cordova continues looking him up.
Yes. Congratulations, young child. It's a very good job with your piece of paper.
No. I don't need congratulations from you.
Did you color
I want
this yourself?
congratulations from Johnny.
We'll put it on the refrigerator.
What's a
Johnny
refrigerator?
looks up at you and just her sullen smile, just the corners of her sullen frown, the corners of her mouth turn up just ever so slightly. She says, "Nice to see you, X."
I'm
He's like making that weird like body movement.
I'm gonna lean over
Like
towards him and be
bashfulness.
kind of loud and say, "I think she's out of your league."
And I nudge him in his ribs with a dagger.
Oh,
That's a 15 to hit. I'm sorry, 19. And it has disintegrate on it.
oh shit!
Disintegrate pants.
Cordova says,
Yes. This all looks familiar. You see this stone house here? It is well, you'll find it is the top of an old ruin. Yes.
And the ruins
Now,
are in the woods?
Yes, they are in the Charlwoods. They are, in fact.
and he hands you back your map, and he turns around in his desk, and he grabs that same worn small wooden box off of his shelf, the same one that he pulled your necklace out of. No, your ring out of, Shalene.
And as he's doing this, X speaks up. I already told you I know where this house is. I don't know why we're talking to this old guy.
Because we did not know what this map leads to.
You don't know where the house is. I've said it like 11 times. You
We
don't
know
You
where-
told me I did. You literally said the house is in the
I
woods.
said
with-
you don't.
Okay.
I said you know of the stone house. You don't know where it is because they haven't taken you there, but you know of stone house in the woods. And since you made the requisite knowledge check, you put that clue together.
Okay. That
yeah.
clarifies my memory of that a little bit too. He knows the woods. He knows it's there. He just doesn't know the secret passage.
Right.
What's
Right. You hadn't been quite
God.
with the gang long enough for them to take you to the secret hideout yet.
Roderick's ghost said to
I
find
mean, it was role playing, Jeremy.
I thought we left
It
the
was
haunted
just
house.
it was just a
Yeah,
kid
I was
boasting
gonna say.
himself, man.
Oh
He's
no,
not-
I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, that just you needed another piece of the puzzle, and that this part's important. I didn't mean to sound like I was, but yeah. So yeah, you posture and you say that you know where it is, and he says, well, then I guess you don't need the key then. And he reaches down into this box, and gets about halfway up to his elbow in this small box, and pulls out a folded piece of paper. Let me scroll to the top.
You say
And-
a key, like to a vault.
Well, no, like a map key.
Okay,
There we go. And so he
just clarify.
hands you this map. Yeah. And this didn't exist in the book. I had to actually track this crap down and figure it out and make it. But he hands you this map of the Varisian area, and he holds up your map beside his map, and he points and he says, "This ridge here, marked with a star, that is here," and he points at the stone house, and you look at the map side by side, and you can see the similarities in the trees and in the terrain. So this is a map, exactly to where you need to go. Right there, in the ridge, just along the edge of the Trollwood, is an area that is marked with a red 7-pointed star that has crude scribblings on each of the points.
Where is Roderick's Cove?
Oh, the top circled town,
Okay, what's the bottom circle town?
Sandpoint.
I thought so.
Yeah.
Neat.
But yeah, the top circled town is Roderick's Cove. The town just to the left of Roderick's Cove is Riddleport. And then of course down south to the left of Sandpoint is Magnamar.
Huh. Okay. I don't know why I thought Magnamar was out to the east somewhere. I guess it's to the west. Interesting.
Because I'm really bad at mixing up east and west on
That I know. That I know.
like super bad at it.
It's W-E. It spells the word we. West east. Okay. Neat. So where would Thistletop be? I'm just fascinated by the map now that you brought this out.
Thistletop. Thistletop would be. I think
Is this
just
actually a
slightly-
map of the Varisian coast? Or you just winged it here.
Oh no, this is actually a map of the Varisian coast.
Neat.
Thistletop would be just a little northeast of Sandpoint, probably around about that tuft of trees.
Gotcha.
Because
Okay,
there's a small forest there.
I
How
like
would
it.
you estimate the time of travel to get to that? Is barring nothing interferes, of course.
It will take you probably a little more than a day. You're gonna have to rest if you travel out that direction.
Oh, I'm very tired. I wanted to rest anyways.
Yeah, you can probably make it there in a day, like in a day's travel. But it'll take you a full day to get back as well.
So we should prepare our provisions as we will not be returning anytime soon.
But first, X, I owe you a drink or two. I can't remember.
I would remind you all that there is a group of people who
7.
have been taken captive by goblins.
This
Would
is also
Cordova
true.
know anything about that?
Cordova, actually, I'm going to go ahead and go out and say no. He wouldn't have been inside the loop of that. He's like, no,
kidnapped by goblins. No. No, it's just probably some goblin, mischief.
All right. So, well, thank you for the extra map and location. That saves us a lot of digging through the town hall.
Talim,
What's
as you get the map in your hand, you look at it, and 100% you recognize this as like not just a map from the town archives. This is a special map that is dedicated with a plaque up in the town archives. It's on display as the most detailed of Roderick's maps available, and it was one of the few that was not found in Roderick's Cove. It was given as a gift from a man in Sandpoint named Broderick Quink.
As he's looking at the map, I'm gonna pull out the case that we found and ask about that. Do you, old man, know anything about this case?
Yeah. It's this case. This confirms what I thought before, that Roderick did indeed have Baraket. You can see he points to the runes inscribed on the inside, and he says, "You see this is Sword of Pride, Baraket, belonged to an ancient rune lord of the Peacock Spirit. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. It is
so it's
rich
the
with
rapier
ancient
that they have,
Thessalonian preservative
right?
magic. Do what?
It's the rapier that the apprentices or whatever, I can't remember their name right now, are wielding, as far as we know. Am I putting that together correctly? Cordova?
It does. If the description we've heard of that rapier does match, what I've heard about Baraket, and finding this case can be no coincidence.
Baraket belongs to Xandergall. He's the Runelord of Pride.
Yes, it's Andergol. Thank you. My old brain, things fall out sometimes.
Okay.
So is this no hilt rapier that we're talking about here, is it the same as this box that had the sword with no blade? Is there two swords? I'm confused.
No, that is the rapier, that is Bearcat. Like this
Okay.
seems to be one sword.
Okay, because I have a
The
no hilt
sword
rapier named
named
Barakat,
Barakat.
and then I have a sword that's missing a blade.
Yeah.
That
The
was in this
sword
box.
The sword of pride is named Barakat, and
Right.
it is a bladeless rapier.
Bladeless rapier. Why do I have no
Mhm.
hilt? Let me put bladeless.
But wait.
One question though.
Yeah. Yes. What?
Did you take this map out of the town hall? Because this is the map that's in our town hall. Now that I see it, I know what I'm looking for. This is the map from our town hall. There's no mistaking it. This is the exact paper map from our town hall. It's one of a kind.
Well, yes.
I
What's
get
one of a
in
kind.
trouble for
The-
I get in trouble for standing outside of a store watching for people, and you get to steal a damn map. What type of fairness is this? Guess we just
It's
blame it
called
on your.
privilege.
I believe when time is involved, you'll find that one of a kind does not necessarily mean exclusive and rare. Go by town hall, you'll still see the map. Now
Did you duplicate
this
it?
part is important.
I mean, I can draw this map too with crayons.
This part is important. Listen to me. And he goes up to Salim. Listen. When you see me again in the city that time lost, you must return this map to me. Do you understand? Oh, and don't give it to X. Sorry.
You'll see.
Well, of course not. He thinks he can duplicate it with crayons. This is the most diverse piece of artistic revelation of our geography that is known to our kind, and you think I would give it to him?
Well, no, I mean to be.
Once
to be
again, the
fair,
elf doesn't understand
he is-
sarcasm.
Uh, he looks over at
Bite me.
Xavier and he says, "It's not personal, but well, you'll see. You'll see."
What if do I have to give him this map? Like the one in my hand right now.
No, the one that's hanging in town hall. Yes, this map in your head. This is what the old man just said.
I was clarifying X. Maybe you're not familiar with rhetorical questions.
Now,
Which means you already knew the answer to the question.
But I wanted to hear him say it.
yes, speaking of, I would like it very much if we could get back to the point. And he goes back over to the box and he says, "With this sword, it is an ancient Runelord relic. These often have minds of their own and can enslave those that wield them if not properly controlled. Now, I believe that you must return to this stone house and gather the gauntlet that Sir Roderick mentioned, and that will allow you to control Barraquette."
What do you mean control Barraquette?
As I said, the weapon may control you if you cannot control it. It's these Thessalonian weapons, these magics, they can be sentient.
X is going to detect magic just for the hell of it.
You detect
Dehora's
magic?
gonna be like, hell no, I ain't touching that.
Yeah, there's tons of magic around you.
I'm gonna focus in on the map because Talim told me to.
Oh,
I asked nicely for once.
yeah, the map itself is not magical. No.
Well, it looks like we have a mission, but I think we should
So like,
address the
so
town
Talim,
guard
like,
about
bent
these
down and-
goblins.
So Talim like bent down and whispered to me to detect magic, and I'm not so good at whispering. No, Talim, the map is not magical. This old man didn't do anything to it.
How far in the future are you from?
Well, I guess from this point it is. Devin, you probably know this number better than I do off the top of your head. Do you remember?
Roughly 140 years.
Yeah. Roughly 140 years from this point.
Dehora's gonna stop for a second, walk over to Cordova, and be like, "Okay, so if I meet your younger self sometime and slap him, will you remember right now?"
Yeah. He looks at you with it, like all of a sudden his expression changes and his jaw gets really square, and he says, "Yes, Doho, I remember."
I'll get a little freaked out and take like 2 steps back. So at some point, I need to slap Cordova if I meet him.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
I don't know whether we should believe this old man, but I did see a ghost today. So I'm inclined to just take the map and go.
So we don't need the case for the sword. We just need the gauntlet for the sword. And if that's the case, how much is this case worth? Like, are we talking platinum? Are we talking gold? Any nudges, Raish?
The boy asked a good question.
he says, "Oh,
Or is the case a better way to hold the sword when you're transporting it rather than in someone's hand where it gets corrupted?
that
Nudges
could be a
X.
fair point." But if I was buying this case at market, I'd probably pay 250.
He's waiting to hear gold or platinum. This is a kid.
Gold.
He doesn't understand it.
Yes. 250 gold pieces. 25 platinum.
So, I think
So
maybe we should hold this case for now.
We could probably find a collector who will pay 250 platinum pieces.
I like where your mind is, but perhaps we wait. We just wait.
So I think at this time we need to assess our plan of action. Would we like to talk to the town guard and see if they got any further information on the goblins, like you mentioned, Raish?
Well, if the
And then
town
decide
guard,
our plan?
if the town guard is not doing their job, perhaps we can make some gold in this to fund this trip south.
Okay.
I can't argue with that.
It doesn't seem to me that the guard is particularly interested in what we have happening here regarding these Runelords.
Right.
So
Perhaps
we will have to
in a
fund
day or
our
two, they
own.
might have collected some more information on the goblins. If that's what you're suggesting.
I'm saying they will not be taking travel vouchers when we return.
Sorry. Did not mean to call.
I think we should go find out. No, he's like standing up straight, bolting out his shoulder, like chest and everything, making himself look macho. And he's like, we should just go and check on the goblins and see about these people. We are better than the town guards. And then he like makes eye contact with Eldrani.
She says, "Yes, that might be the way to go, brave boy. You can bring back these dwarves, and maybe you can return a little bit of peace to Roderick's Cove."
Smiles really big.
She reaches out and just lightly grabs your, like your 3 fingers on your right hand and squeezes just a little bit. And then goes and picks up.
I think we need to leave now and go fight these goblins.
Dora's just gonna lean over and be like, "Be nice to him. Don't give him false hope."
Raisha's gonna slap him on the back and be like, "Come on, lover boy."
All Johnny.
Hey, just so everybody knows, this isn't like Ben's character. Just so y'all know, I just want to make that clear.
I know my guy's just making pot shots at the young kid he used to know.
Somebody has to try to sleep with Jeremy every game. Okay, it's just the way it goes.
It's all fun and games until Jeremy starts.
Not trying that at all.
It's all fun and games until Jeremy starts floating back with you, and then you're like, "Oh, we gotta go." Oh.
Run away.
Wrap it up. Let's go find the guard. Raisha's heading out the door.
Yep.
All right.
We'll use the goblins to fund or get some more information, maybe some assistance from the dwarfs, and that way we'll have a much better plan of action and more preparedness for whatever we do next.
We should speak to the
How
guard.
beat up are you guys right now?
Rest. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna need to rest for the
Wait.
night. before we go attack.
That's
Dude,
what I was
if we're
fixing
not
to
going
ask
to
as
sleep-
we're.
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, like that's what I was fixing to ask. As we were walking away, I looked back to make sure we're out of like hearing distance, and nobody can see us. Can we not go do the goblins right now? I'm tired and sore.
No. We need to speak.
And he like
to
scratches
the
his
guard.
throat.
That's all. Speak to the guard. Find out what we need to know, and we leave in first light.
In the afternoon light, depending on how far they are. I'm really tired from yesterday.
I think these people could live another day.
If they're not dead, they're going to be still alive when we get there.
Well,
If they were going to be dead, they'd be dead already, from what
Listen,
I know of goblins.
I think that is important to find out where they may be, because they
You're not
could
wrong.
be on the way to the stone house. They may be beyond the stone house. We don't know.
Fair. That's a good assessment. So we should plan for our, once we find out, we'll be able to plan if we plan for the entire trip with a detour on the way and go from there.
Exactly.
I'm
So
glad
we're-
I have smart friends.
I'm glad I have friends. Let's find the card.
Ow.
right,
Hey,
let's
don't we
go
also
find
have
him.
dinner? Oh, and guys, don't forget about our pot roast and potatoes.
Yes. Ale, pot roast. Oh, yeah. Her pot roast and potatoes. Yes, we're going to get lunch tomorrow, right? From her. And then we go.
I think she.
I-
I think
I thought that was tonight.
I don't
and then
remember.
y'all like we're not gonna take you up on that because you're being misogynist. Is that what happened?
No, we're actually going to ask her
Something
if she wouldn't mind cooking us lunch tomorrow before we go out. Goblins.
I don't remember those words coming from X's mouth, and I'm pretty sure Raish was with me with getting this food.
I am always for food.
I'm down on it. I like that. Her cooking's great.
Well, they are down at building number 7. If y'all want to move your characters in that direction.
Do-do-do-do-do.
And isn't he a guard
Y'all,
member too?
Yeah, she's a guard. She's one of the newer
her
guards. She's
girlfriend.
like a deputy. You know, a new deputy.
Uh-oh, on the floor, dude.
Oh
my God.
Right now.
I'm glad
What?
that is forever preserved in our
The internet.
audio.
What did
Yeah.
she just do to the floor?
She went to go pee and she just like she's naked. She's about to get in the bathtub, and she just stopped in the middle of the floor and
no.
squatted a little bit and pissed right in the middle of the bathroom floor.
And now, rather than having the background noise and letting people make their own assumptions, you now have a full description of the occurrences that happened at our Game Master Jeremy's house. We now
Dude,
come back to
toddlers are fun.
we are now back
Forever,
to
Even-
forever saved by
Rockin'
the internet.
Oh, just think of the YouTube censorship on that one.
Dude, it's children. It's children. Most of us have been there. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, even the dog's looking at me like, what the fuck did she just do? What the hell?
That's my job.
I can't do
Now you're
that.
gonna take her face and rub it in it and say no.
yo, man, this is bullshit.
All right. Are we going to the guard? Are we gonna find the guard?
Yeah, y'all get down and number 7 is the guardhouse itself. Captain Friesen and Keela McCrosh are living in the house just to the north. I'll move them up there slightly. It'd be really nice if I had interior maps for all these places. But anyways, y'all get there and the smell of savory roast and fresh baked bread is strong in the air as y'all get to the door. You knock eagerly and Captain Friesen answers "Oh, good evening. I'm glad you decided to." I don't know why he just became Australian, but good evening. I'm glad you
Yes.
decided to join me. But come on in. We've got tea.
Oh, okay.
We've got.
Tell me you have a comfy chair.
We have all the comfy chairs.
Okay.
There's I've got this one right here. It's made out of only the softest pine wood, and that one over there, it's
Salim's already
it is-
sitting in the first chair.
that one over there is made out of pure bone, stretched with bear hide. It's wonderful.
I don't
X is sitting
remember.
at the
Am I
dinner
there with you
table.
guys?
Actually sitting there with like a plate of fork and a knife in his hand already, like dinner's still in the oven.
If you scan over to the right, you'll see Ray. She's slightly lower. And he's also holding a fork and knife.
Kayla, sticks her head in and she says, "Food will be right out." And Captain Friesen comes in and sits down. "All right, now you're in for a treat. Kayla's roast beef is to die for."
I'm going to go see if she needs any assistance. So yeah, Rachel's gonna go.
I will
We just
follow.
see 2 ears and the top part of a tail, bounce off over the edge of the table. The door swings open and shuts.
It just sounds like the Muppets all of a sudden. Da-da-da-da-da.
Did anybody else just get an image of Raish and X in puppet format walking into the kitchen?
Yes.
And
I'm actually imagining Ray cutting like carrots and stuff, kind of like the Swedish Chef.
But who's our special guest who they're helping cook?
I didn't have that a picture. My mind went straight to Ratatouille.
So that's a better one. The special guest will be Queen Latifah. A very special episode.
Yeah, if you're doing Muppets, there has to be like a live action person that they're actually helping cook.
It's Queen Latifah.
I'm thinking of Rizzo the Rat from the Muppets.
Nice. Raish is awesome. All right, so he's back there, and he wants to help her cook if she needs any assistance. Do you need any assistance? I have this young man here who is more than capable, and I will be gladly a taste tester.
Yeah, she absolutely. If either one of you boys or both of you could just, try these dinner rolls, and she, hands out this big, huge platter of dinner rolls and says, make sure they taste just right, and then deliver the rest to the table.
We need more. I've stuffed them all. He's already stuffed them in his cheeks.
and then by the time it gets to the table, there's only one dinner roll. Like one.
No, okay. Yeah, okay. So anyway,
And
they're
that
doing
one-
that.
that one's even half.
And now Raish actually sounds like the Swedish Chef with his mouth stuffed with rolls.
Okay, but anyway,
you come back and Juliet is all right. And then he was there. He took off running from the shop, right? And I stuck out my foot and I kicked him right in the knee, and I brought down my elbow right on his head, and then bam, he was done. He didn't steal another copper from that old woman. I like the stunned silence.
Everyone's just like, what?
You're not talking about like when I was caught, right? Because I'm gonna bend down to Raish and tell him he's a lie.
No. It's not.
Okay.
It was a much smaller boy. I don't let children get away on my watch.
So you basically like to abuse us kids, huh?
Well, if you steal, you have to pay the price.
To be fair, some children need abuse. Do you have any more roles? He's just agreeing with her on every front just so he can get more food.
He's just like, abuse them. Where's the food?
Yeah, Kayla brings out, this a big, huge, pot of roast, and ladles out big bowls for each of you. And Captain Priest says, "So, boys, how's your day been? I know you off trying to do the hero business, it seems."
It's gone. We've seen some weird stuff last night and into the today.
Fucking ghost.
Yeah, we've been processing that monster's corpse all day. It's quite monstrous. What'd you find today?
Ask him about the goblins.
Well, we'll skip about the ghosts and the freaky founder that we saw in our face. But what about the goblins going around town?
Goblins. Oh yeah, you mean the missing dwarves, right?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
well, I can tell you that we sent out some men. They've never returned. They're strong men, and I have confidence that they'll come back eventually. But it doesn't give me hope that they'll. Sorry. Okay. It doesn't give me hope that they'll find the missing, since they've been gone for this long. But yeah, I've got 3 men on it. Kind of short-handed. Can't send no more.
Where'd you send them to?
Well, we know that the goblins are living in the ridges out near the Churlwood. We don't know exactly where they are,
but I sent them out to hunt and track. We have the last known location of the dwarves, and they went out to there to track backwards.
Perhaps you could give us that location. We wonder if there is any reward involved in the return of the dwarves.
Yes. Hugs and kisses first. Mommy's coming after you.
Hugs and kisses are nice, but we were thinking something more in the area of goals.
I can't chase you.
Mommy, Daddy, you need to rescue me from the
I need to rescue you.
monster.
I can't rescue you from the monsters right now. You got to go to Mama. Go to Mama. Don't go jump on the bed. Go to Mama. Okay, hold on. I got to take my headset off and go do this real quick.
Oh, if he's AFK and I'm gonna AFK, I'll be right back.
Okay, that's fine.
Well,
I'm
Three drinks, don't mess around.
yeah. I'm trying to remember the details of what was going on with the goblins because I don't remember.
So, a group of dwarves.
These
that were traveling-
dwarves
Yeah, they
went
were
out, and then the
ambushed.
goblins. Yeah, goblins attacked them. We came in town. We found the two dwarves. One of them was crying, and we kind of
Okay.
brushed it off. Well, not really brushed it off, but ignored it, and then we are here.
Yeah, X made him feel stupid for crying about it. He's like, well, I shot a goblin. Why didn't you shoot a goblin? And they were all like,
Basically, made fun of them because they couldn't kill a goblin.
Shit. At what point does the refund warranty wear out on kids?
Bert.
Yes. Yesterday.
After you decided not to wear a condom.
Shit. All right.
Actually, you kind of don't get a refund at all because you're going to be still paying it for the rest of your life. And so you can't refund it until you completely pay for it, which you never will. And
Your
by
refund,
that time,
your refund
you've
comes
already
when you're
lost.
in adult diapers and they're taking care of you, and then
Ah,
you
there
can
we go.
piss on their. Then you can piss on their floor.
I will.
For about the 1/3 of the time you own it, you get to collect some taxes for a little bit of a discount, but then that wears off and you pay the full interest.
I just got back and I have no idea what you're talking about.
But then you can
Well,
act old and senile and piss on their floor. That's the
Oh,
important
yeah.
part here.
all right. So, what can he tell you? He open that page.
Exactly how many soldiers have you sent so far?
He said 3.
3.
Not necessarily soldiers, town
He said
guards.
3, and he knows the last
Is it-
location of the dwarves, and that's basically what we can go
Yeah.
on.
So it's been about
And
6
is it
days
like-
now. They took a
is it-
path
Is
from the West Mountains. What?
it possible to know like how many goblins we're dealing with? Like, is it a small tribe? Is it like some stragglers, or like with Thistletop, how it had like the people in the woods that were not allowed? Is it like that, or is it just?
Well, there's been some heavy goblin presence in the Churlwood for some time, so we're probably looking at a small colony. You know how they tend to break off and turn into more bands. So probably no more than 30 to 50 goblins max.
Do you
I
know?
don't get that many.
Do you
personally.
know what tribe these goblins are from?
From the description that what was the name? Goldsbretha. Yeah, that's from that Goldsbretha and Fuldrin gave me. They tend to they sound like they're from the Bramblemouth tribe.
Bramblemouth.
Yes.
Or did you already give us information on them, or do you want me to roll for it?
Y'all here would pretty sure I already gave y'all some information. What do you want to know about them?
Do these goblins typically come into the town to mess with the townfolk, or have any
Yeah.
history of bothering the
No.
townsfolk,
Yeah,
or
like-
doing these kind of things?
Yeah, I was just looking about like how aggressive they are, stuff like that. Like, is this common? Is this uncommon? Is something making them do this? Possibly.
I mean,
Just because we were ambushed on the side of the road and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
that seems to be
it's
not normal.
It's not super uncommon for them to mess with people. Like they are a little bit more of an aggressive
goblin tribe. This would be the first time you've heard of a goblin kidnapping a Longshank. Normally, it's they rob them or kill them or you know you make off with everything from their campsite while they're asleep, stuff like that. But in this case, as Juliet will tell you, I will go back to these dwarves were moving west from the mountains. So the mountains to the east, that are to the east, they were coming west, crossing the Lamp Black River at Ravenmoor before skirting the Churlwood to the southern banks of the Chevalier River. You see, they had problems with the road keepers, and so they wanted to avoid the road tax. So let's see. They were trying to avoid the road tax and stopped for the night just on the southern banks of the Chevalier River, and woke up as some goblins were making off with their friends. They managed to catch a look at one of them. The description was up at Bramblemouth.
Okay.
And you said about rewards for finding these missing dwarfs?
I did not. I didn't. Well, I've
No need to get excited.
no, I'm not. I'm not normally in the business of giving rewards for missing persons to townsfolk.
Well, that's okay. We're
Generally,
not
these
normally
rewards
in the
come from my
business
god.
of taking on missionary work.
But,
And this is
I'll tell you what.
quite a high risk situation.
Yes. I'll tell you what. I can
10 gold
authorize.
goblin head. I'm kidding. Carry on.
Well, that sounds fair. 10 gold a goblin head. Sure. Roll sense motive.
Yeah, I was just cocking my eyebrow to the side, like, why do you agree to that?
Yeah, let's see. I'll roll
19.
some of that.
So
He's definitely about to offer you more money than what you would get, like what he's presuming you would get per goblin head.
No, like I said, I was joking. It's 20 gold a head. You know that.
Yeah, look, here's the deal. I can authorize 500 gold. Now that's
person.
that's the maximum that I can authorize for any given mission. As captain of the town guard, I can give you 500 gold total. He looks at you, Raish. 250 down, 250 once you return.
Supplies. And would we have any supplies we could take?
Whatever you can afford with your upfront payment.
Raish is going to look to the rest of the party on this one.
Can we borrow some
The
horses?
rest of my
I really
guards-
don't feel like walking anymore.
I'm all for not walking since I'm all old and feeble and having to bail out the guards.
Well, unfortunately,
Ouch.
there will have to be a bit of walking involved. You see, the only way to get to this part of the the Trollwood is you have to pass the Chevalier River. We don't have horses that go over water. Sorry.
Jeremy, this is me, the player, asking. How much do we know about goblins, like character-wise? Like, is it pretty much common where we would have common knowledge when somebody wanted to ask if there was a champion? Because most goblin tribes have those.
Yes, most goblin tribes do have champions, but so little is known about the Bramblemouths by the people of Roderick's Cove, they wouldn't be able to tell you.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's not a
Well,
cop
if we
out.
manage
That's
to
like
capture,
they just don't know
if
much.
we manage to capture one, we can try and interrogate it. Because for whatever reason, I decided to pick up the languages of goblins as I was growing, and I forget why, but finally it has a use.
I will go ahead and take that 250 gold piece.
It's, I
Getting ahead of yourself, are you?
don't have it in my pocket.
I will be by first thing in the morning.
Good.
And
How can you offer something if you don't have it?
Ray
it's
starts stuffing
at
things in his
God house. It's at the
Okay.
God house.
So you said it's near the ridge in the Churl Woods. That's
Yes.
according to this map. It's the woods to the east across the river, not the woods to the north.
Excuse me, Talim. I have a very important question. I'm sorry. Can I have some more, please?
More? You want more?
Please?
Yeah. Keela, happily just loads up your bowl, and then she's 1 minute. And she goes back in the kitchen and comes back out with another plate full of rolls and sets them down. She's like, "See, growing boys need their energy." And she tussles your hair and sits back down.
I grabbed 2 rolls before Raish eats them all.
Nobody tussles my hair.
Hey, miss, may I have a special request?
Of course.
You wouldn't happen to have any bones left from that stew for my good old pal here? And you see Stop just kind of like, bone?
She says, "Unfortunately, I didn't save the bones, but," and she, grabs up another bowl off the table and just ladles him up some stew and sets it down in front of him. "I hope this is okay."
Oh, he'll wolf it down.
Oh, ha. I see what you did there. Ha.
Because he's a wolf.
Cute.
Okay, so we got the information we need from these people, right? We can finish some dinner here and head out.
Yes. As quickly or slowly as you please. You can ask them more random questions that I'll have to make up off the top of my head.
Ooh.
So yeah, Captain Juliet is a rather gracious host. After dinner, he, brings out scotch for all the adults, and there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to get this.
Some scotch after dinner scotch.
What about the during dinner scotch? And second breakfast scotch?
I like to assume it was mead. We had some mead with our delicious stew and rolls, and now we're going to have some scotch.
Sounds great.
This damn teacher's going to get hammered at dinner.
Why the hell not?
It's like he has a class
You
tomorrow.
were there when the things took your breath away, literally. How can you not be drinking me under a table?
I'm just not as terrified of it.
Raish is small. He doesn't drink anyone under a table. He drinks a respectable amount and watches
No,
you make a
just
fool of
start
yourself.
under the table. You
He's
can't
just
drink
sitting
any-
under the table drinking.
He's already
Can you
at
guys
the
hear me?
table.
I can hear you
Yes.
Okay. Like my mom called and it completely interrupted everything. But anyway.
I gotta go,
yeah.
Mom. God.
You're
Find
interrupting
a-
our
Playing
game,
D&D with
Mom.
my friends from high school.
I'm trying to play pretend with my friends.
um,
Uh,
God, I don't even live there anymore. And
yeah.
You're still fucking with me and my friends from high school.
he brought out after dinner scotch for all the adults,
Yes.
and Keela brings out the biggest piece of chocolate cake you've ever seen, and just walks it straight past Raish and puts it in front of X.
You see his nose sniffing after it.
I'll trade you.
X will cut it in half and give it to Raish.
I get a
and
half.
Yeah, you get half. I get half. You get half. And I tussle his hair.
Okay, that was totally worth not getting cake.
He looks offended at first, but then gives it. And Raish isn't an asshole. He's gonna be like, "Does any of you want to have a slice?"
I'm good, thank you.
That's what I was hoping you would say.
I'll have a piece.
I gotcha.
I don't get any sweets with the little ones around.
So he splits cake with everyone.
that makes Keela feel bad, and she goes back in
And-
the kitchen. More cake.
And with Rach's PTSD, I mean with X's PTSD, he throws the cake at Dahor because Dahor always took their stuff.
What do you want me to do? Put this? Eat it? Threw it on the ground. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult. Threw it on the ground.
That's not my
Oh,
cake.
shit, that's funny.
Oh, I'm too loud.
So, yeah, the night is, it ends peacefully if y'all choose it to. What are you gonna do as far as your
So I can't
sleeping
take another fight. Carry on.
Oh, I really want to go get my L's that Talim owes me. If he's up to buying it.
Else? What are you talking about?
L,
Remember how we got him to come with us the first time?
fancy beer.
Yeah. I'm a fancy beer. Because for some reason, the guy in the bar won't sell it to him. Maybe he stole from him. I don't know.
All right. Where's the whore
I
going?
was- Yeah, Dora, where you going?
As far as I know, back to bed. I can't really think of anything my character would want to be investigating right now.
I mean,
Unless
if
you
everybody's
guys
going
know
to sleep,
anything.
we can do that later.
You know
We
what,
can
X
just
here.
do that later.
He hands you his canteen that actually has meat in it. Take
Someone-
that.
Is someone
I'll refill
peeing?
it tomorrow.
What is happening?
No. Oh,
He's
no,
a-
no,
he has
I'm
meat.
hey, I'm cleaning something. You hear the sink?
Oh,
Nope.
Sorry.
That's a weird place to DM from. I've never heard that before.
Well,
I
there's
think
a
he's
bathroom.
lying. I think he was actually peeing.
You not hear the- I hate you. I hate
I
you all.
think you were peeing in your kitchen.
Because that just sounded like a flush toilet.
I hate you guys.
We know.
All right.
You can't bluff that. We know. We all
Um,
crit on our.
So where are we going to sleep at? What are we doing here?
yeah, because we still have to sleep to level up, don't we?
we have to level.
You've already leveled. You should
Yeah.
already be
Okay,
leveled.
We're
yeah.
not leveling again soon.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
if we have anybody
I
has
guess-
any spells to burn, like healing wise, we want to burn those real quick, and then we can find a place to sleep.
No.
I'm
We
out of spells.
Actually, probably gonna go shopping tomorrow, try and get some more healing if we can.
Well, we have 250 gold pieces to
hey.
use for that.
I'll go ahead
That is-
and throw this on you like I have with some other times. The meal that y'all just got from Juliet Friesen and Keela McIntosh, Keela McCrosh, we'll say that counts as a hero's feast and restores you back to full hit points.
Beautiful.
So
That's what I like to hear.
Just full
I
hit
like
points.
you guys full hit points. Oh yeah, just full hit points. I mean, it also, it heals any conditions that you have, but yeah,
Yeah, I was
just
gonna
full hit
say.
points.
Okay,
Ouch.
I heal 2.
Ooh, I got 3.
I recovered quite a few. So where are we going? What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Are we sticking together so we can head out in the morning and get what we need to
Yeah,
get?
I mean that seems reasonable. Just where are we gonna crash?
So,
I mean,
are we going back
there's
to the
no kids
orphanage to
school,
crash?
but we could go to the orphanage or the school. There's plenty of space in both.
Does nobody have a home in town? Am I the only person that actually has a home?
No, I
Yep.
have my
Yeah.
own home, but it's a home for me alone.
It's
All four,
probably inside.
all 3 of you, well, all 4 of you, are not going to fit in my little hut. Thanks.
Well, we would all fit in the Warren, but it would not be very comfortable.
And no offense, actually, all offense, it smells.
Yes, it does. I'm not going
So
to
are
argue.
we gonna all split in and get a healing wand in the morning, or
Yeah, that's what we're thinking we're gonna do.
okay? You're gonna
was what
deduct it automatically, Devin.
we're gonna need that.
Yeah, I'm gonna take care of that. I'll give it to Jeremy after this. It's probably not gonna use it tonight.
Are you good with that, Jahor? Putting in your shares
Um,
towards the healing one?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Because we're gonna need it.
It depends
Oh,
on what
yeah.
wand we find and how many charges it has to figure out how much it's worth. So we'll address that in the morning.
And then I need to
Yeah.
go to the blacksmith in the morning too. So before we head out,
Are we
Well,
gonna
at most,
crash?
the level 1 healing one base is 750. We may find a lesser one, or they may be trying to overcharge us. We'll find out if we find it.
So are we all gonna go to the orphanage? Is that the plan here?
Yeah.
Do we have a place we can sleep that is private?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't
say
want
there's
to
probably-
sleep in a room full of children.
yeah, because I think they'll wake
Um,
up and be like, "Oh my god, a giant rat!" Ah,
As a matter of fact, number 21 on your map right here.
Mhm.
What is that?
that looks perfect.
guess like I've moved you guys. You guys should be on the.
Yeah, we're
Like-
outside.
Look to the bottom right, number 21. There's 4 beds in a room.
No,
We don't see moved. And now we're too big.
okay.
I am a large
But-
man.
I don't know why you're saying number 21. Like I don't see.
You don't see the number?
Shoot,
It
there's
says
a
the
number
number
on
on
this bed.
Yeah. Right
it's
underneath.
the one. It's the room that Talim was in.
How have I not noticed that? Yeah, 21. So yeah, that's a good little room for y'all can sleep in if you like.
Yes.
Imagine Dahor probably has his own bedroom.
I would hope so. Just not a cot in the corner.
Dahor doesn't have a house in
room
town. He
thir-
sleeps in the orphanage.
Can
Yeah,
I call
room
18 as my
39.
old
Well,
personal room?
The only thing I can think of is that he may end up staying with that woman. What's her name? Is it Linda? No, it's not right.
Sounds right.
Ladia Kelstrop.
Is that her name in the book? Is that a real character, Kelstrop? Because it sounds like you got that from
Yeah.
a good place.
No, that's Shellstrop.
That's right.
And no.
Okay.
But no. Yeah, room number 37 is a private room, and so is room number 39. So whichever one of those you choose to occupy, Dahor. And then other than that, yeah, you can probably find a couple of rooms that have, just some unused, dusty beds that each of y'all can sleep in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say just put me in the biggest one.
All right.
Jeremy,
I'll put you in
am
the
I
next
accurate
one.
on that? Our level 1 wizard scrolls cost about 25 to make, right?
I think they're pretty expensive. I can check you can find a calculator online.
Okay. I know potions and scrolls are a little bit more than
Smaller.
wands if you actually make a
If
full.
I remember, it's 25 gold a level for the scroll, depending on the rarity. So it goes up depending on how rare it is.
Okay. So what do we
level 1 wizard 1.
Yeah,
What's
it's
the
just-
spell?
I was just thinking of making some mage armor scrolls.
I'm sure that's.
Because those are things that we could all use. That extra AC really helped us out last time. And they last like a good 10, 20 minutes or whatever. My brain is shutting up. I'm sorry.
No, you're all right. Yeah, you can, they're $25 a piece. So you have to look up how to make them. I don't know how to do all the I don't know how many rolls and stuff that involves, but
I
you can
don't.
figure out how the rules work. I got no problem with doing it.
It's based on the level of the spell. Base DC 5 plus a level of the spell compared against your spellcraft roll. My spellcraft's at 8. I cannot fail making a level 1 scroll.
Okay, but it does burn a daily use of that spell. 100%. There's no way that you can make a scroll without using a daily use of that spell.
I'm double checking.
But, all right, so it is nighttime. You have all
Go ahead.
come in, settled down, found your own little corners and beds to lay in. All is peaceful and sleepy in this little town for a moment.
And that's when Raish is going to go
Dun
and
dun
find
dun.
Dahor's room.
All right.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
You creep silently up the stairs and find his room on the top level. Behind a
What I found is
all-
you have to pay for the items that require you to cast a spell. So whatever is used to cast that spell, you have to pay for that, and it's embedded into the scroll.
Yeah,
don't
but
see
there's no
anything-
material. There's no material cost for mage armor.
Okay, but I don't see anything about having the spell on
Like
there.
you have to be able to imbue it with a spell, though. Like
No, that makes sense. It's like, but
because
it always
and
weirded me
this
out when you
case-
make a wand is you can make 50 charges on a wand right out the bat. Like that always weirded me out.
yeah, like there's got to be some kind of mechanical payment for it. Because I mean, otherwise you could
Yeah.
just like wake up in the morning and be like, oh, I'm gonna make 10 scrolls of mage armor today so that I can use it every 5 minutes.
I think this is some research you can conduct during this next week before we get to the next game.
Next,
Yeah, I'm
2
looking
weeks.
at it. Meanwhile, I'll just buy a mage armor scroll.
Yeah, that'll
It's
work.
25 gold.
But yeah, you find his room up in on the top floor, just behind dining hall number 39. Dahor, does he find the door locked, or do you sleep with the door unlocked?
I would say with the kids always hounding him, he would probably want peace and quiet and to be left the hell alone. So I would say locked would be the
Okay.
default, I would think, with him.
All right, so I'm going to roll these checks, and I'm going to roll them blind. So I'm going to roll a perception check for Dahor and a stealth check for Raish.
Oh.
Now,
Remember,
I'm
he's
not
sleeping.
I was going to say, I don't know if Stop would be sleeping in my bed with me or not.
Hey, here you go, Jeremy, right here. The process for creating scrolls. Pay the cost of the scroll is half the cost of the base price of the item plus the material components. Find a DC to create the scroll. Normally is 5 plus the caster level. Spend the time creating the scroll, and then it goes in. If it's 1,000, it's 1,000 goals equals per day. Roll your spellcraft check. That's it.
Okay. Well, shit.
There you go.
All right. So it is almost impossible for Raish to fail this check. So Jesus Christ. All right. I don't know if y'all could see my rolls there because I don't think they rolled them as GM rolls.
I see.
When asleep, you take a negative 20 to perception. So you only had to beat a DC 5 to wake up though, so it was still very doable. But he beats your perception.
He's gonna kill me.
So how can I get in this room? Am I picking the lock in?
You can pick the lock. You can take 10 to pick the lock. Or you can take your chance on rolling.
I am very silently going to attempt to pick this lock.
Okay.
Take 10 on that.
Okay. So after about 10 minutes, you you very carefully and quietly manage to get your tools in here, and you feel the door slightly slide open.
Okay, I'm gonna open the door and go in the room.
All right. You enter this dark room. No light shining in. And
I have dark vision.
curtains drawn tight. Dahor sleeping soundly. His arms and one leg wrapped around Stop, cuddling him like a giant body pillow. You stand there silently, in the pitch black room. Your 3.5 foot tall frame leering over a sleeping orc.
I open fire. No, I'm just kidding. It's never gonna get old to me. I want to find his bag.
All right. Roll perception.
Will do, boss. Where's my perception? Right
It's gonna
there.
be pretty.
Got a
probably
plus
be pretty
9 to
easy
this,
to-
and it's a natural 1, but it's plus 9 for 10.
+9. Yeah, I'll say you find it. What
It's
are you
just
doing?
sitting on the side of the bed there because I want to go rooting through that.
Alright.
And if I find it, what I'm looking for, if I know Josh
You
is
damn
Thor
dirty
is
rat.
wondering very heavily, I'm looking for a tuft of fur in your bag, and I'm gonna take that.
All right. You do indeed find the tuft of fur. It's bound together with some string and stuffed away in a small pocket.
Yep.
On Dahor's bag.
I'm gonna take that, and I'm going to back out of the room, lock the door on the inside, and close it. And then I'm going to leave the orphanage and dispose of it in the night air. Just get rid of it.
As you step
that
out
something-
to
Oh, I was muted.
the,
What was the tuft from again?
you step out the front door and release it into the wind. And as you do, the camera follows the tuft of fur as it floats and lands gently in the grass. And then we pan up from the grass onto a rickety shanty-like home, with the windows all dark, and the sound of a snoring man coming from inside. the door pushes open silently, and the camera takes a couple of gentle steps inside. You realize we are moving in a first person view. We stand just inside the doorway. Our short frame and pointed ears and long tail silhouetted in the moonlight, casting a shadow upon a sleeping Mr. Frumperton, Mr. Brant Frumperton. Raish steps through the doorway and moves towards the sleeping figure, draws a gun from his belt, and points it at the man's head. What does he say?
This is the flashback? Is that what we're talking about here?
Yes, this is the flashback.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't remember what Frumperton is.
I don't remember him dying by a sword, but yeah, go ahead. I mean, dying by a gun.
What does he say? He says, "Not like this," and moves to put the gun away.
Mr. Kind's father, Brant Frumperton, opens his eyes, and in a drunken slur, he says, "What the fuck are you doing here?" He looks down at your hand, and he sees the glint of your gun barrel. What are you gonna do with that?
Hey.
And he leaps from the bed and grabs towards the gun and reaches and grabs Raish by the throat, and he fights and struggles with you, and falls to the ground, and you hear a bam as Mr. Frumperton stops fighting and slumps still. Raish scrambles backwards out from underneath the man. The smoking pistol still in his hand. He looks down at the fresh, piercing wound in Mr. Frumperton's abdomen. Yeah, gets scared and runs out into the night. So yeah, you guys, y'all thought it was a sword. Y'all missed the gunshot DC.
Oh yeah, no, we absolutely were shite on our investigation at that time, and
That was a
also
rough night.
and also the few of us who probably could have investigated better really didn't give a shit that he was dead. We were good with that.
Yeah, it was
Oh
all
no,
good that he
he
was.
died. We just need to know whether it was
Okay.
someone that we cared about finding.
I'm late to the game. Somebody explain this to me.
Raish killed Kine's father.
And he was kind.
Kine was that
Kind's
boy.
the one that led us to you.
Okay.
Kine was that boy. When maybe you weren't even playing at the time.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't. None of this sounds familiar to me.
Kine is a boy who had an abusive father in town, and
Okay.
Raish killed his father, kind of
Okay.
accidentally.
And we found the boy because he witnessed a situation of I can't remember those uptight bookworms with the sword.
So then the
killing-
hair was
killing
proof that
from
Raish
local
was there. I take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They found some hair on the scene, and Dor kept it. So Raish is getting rid of
Murderer.
that evidence now.
Murderer. And I shared cake with you.
Sorry.
But you don't know this.
But does it really
All right.
matter?
No, yeah, nobody knows
Justice
this.
was
It's an unsolved murder investigation that we got sidetracked off of solving, and
A
No,
murder
I got you. I
investigation
understand
that
that.
we are in charge of. Oh, Lordy.
okay, LBRBs.
All right.
It's not like
That's
Dahor
all right.
would know it's missing. He'd probably forget about it.
It's not like a lot of people really are trying so hard to find out who killed Kine's father.
They're just glad he's done.
I think
I,
Kine is too.
I meant to bring that up with the police chief, but we didn't quite do that in the order I thought, so I forgot about it. So, oh well. Devin's gone now.
It's all right. It's past 9, so I figured he would probably be getting to that point. But yeah. As far as after us going to sleep, do you guys in the morning when we wake up? I think.
Hey, I
me
sent
and-
you the scroll rules, by the way, Jeremy.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, basically,
Or I
it'll
sent you where I found that.
cost me. Basically, it'll cost me the same to make it as it would to go buy it, because I would have to go buy the stuff to make it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was thinking probably we go searching for a magic, a wand with some cure lights or something, however many we could find, and like 3 mage armor scrolls. Because I could cast one on myself, and then one for each of me to cast on all y'all.
Okay.
It might
'Cause
be like to be honest with you, it might be a little pointless because we would have to cast it ourselves, and unless you have
No, I cast a spell out of the scroll. You have to have the caster level to cast it. The wand, however, you can just use magic device.
no, I get that, but if you're gonna cast mage armor on us, don't we have to cast it? Because mage armor is a self cast. Like it targets you.
Is a personal spell.
It's a creature, range creature, target, touched creature. So it's you can cast
Yeah, I
it
can
on
cast on
somebody
others.
else. Yeah, you just have to touch them.
Touchy.
And it's 1 hour per level.
Which we would only be making level 1 scrolls, so it only lasts for 1 hour on you guys. But if we get to where we're looking and we're about to go into this stone house, and if we can investigate and we know things are in there, like those guys that are going to be a problem and have the sword that we're trying to take back. I mean, 1 hour is a long time. Like, we weren't in that stupid fucking house for more than an hour. So I mean, that could be beneficial if y'all want it. That's up to y'all, though. I mean, I'll spend my money to make it, because as the less that y'all are dead, the better y'all are. That's just my thoughts. Any opinions on that?
I mean, it's fine by me. I mean, I'd take whatever healing or stuff to help us we can, but also if it's going to cost a ton of money, I probably wouldn't spend the money on it. Or at least my character wouldn't.
No,
So
I mean,
this is Jeremy's call. This is Jeremy's call because I think it's
Okay.
an AC bonus. So if we're already getting an AC bonus from something else, I don't think it stacks because the same things don't stack together. But I might not be understanding that completely.
Yeah, a lot of your stuff wouldn't stack with mage armor, but I mean, mage armor itself is a +4, so like whatever else you would be getting bonuses from, they probably don't quite equal to +4. Well, no,
if you get magical bonuses from something else. Yeah, you're probably.
it is an armor bonus, so you can't you can't do mage armor on top of armor. That's the
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah, that's what Casey's right. You can't do mage armor on top of armor. So
you either get the armor. Sorry, so I'm wearing leather armor. I get my leather armor or mage armor bonus, but
I thought it was like a shield bonus.
No. If it's like a shield bonus, it will say shield bonus. If it's like a protection ring, I think that's a deflection bonus. Those will stack, but nothing stacks for the armor bonuses.
Okay, that makes sense.
Save the money.
Yeah.
Well, I'll still get one for me because they last a long time for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And I don't know if Raish is wearing armor.
Raish is wearing armor.
Oh yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah, I think me and Raish are wearing the same type of armor.
Well,
Spike.
Going into the future, if y'all can think of a level 1 spell that I can cast from the wizard stuff, and it's something that you'd be interested in, let me know. I'll get the stuff together and make the scroll. Because I don't know what you guys would like. So, like, if you want to get enlarged personed all the time, yeah, I could get scrolls of that. Huge
enlarged person.
Full strength.
I think. Well, no, because you need
that's the truth.
craft alchemy to do that. Let's say potions of like full strength and cat's grace and stuff like that would be more useful than scrolls.
Okay, but like here's the thing. If you make a scroll of a large person, you're intending to cast the scroll on me? Is that what we're doing here?
I'll cast it on whoever.
Okay, because you have to cast it. Like, I can't cast a scroll.
Right. If you want me to cast a large person on you, you just get me the scroll, and when you want it cast, I'll cast it on you.
Okay, fair.
Although that would be fun watching a very large rat running around.
He wouldn't be that large. He would only move up
I
to
was
medium
going
size.
to cast it on a stomach, but he's not a humanoid.
He would only be as big as you.
Dude, it's Master Splinter.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
With a gun.
Awesome.
Okay, so are we up in the morning?
And he's not wise.
All right.
Yeah. So it is morning.
His younger
yes.
Okay.
So I am going to the blacksmith before we do anything. I'm up early going to the blacksmith.
Raish sleep again.
Yeah, because we gotta go do shopping and try and bargain our way into a cure light wounds wand if we can find one.
All right. You are. So I guess you're going by yourself then, X.
Yeah,
No,
that's
I'll go
fine.
with him 'cause
Unless
I
somebody
gotta
wants
go
to
shopping.
go, but yeah, I
I'll
don't
go
mind
with
going
him.
by myself.
I'll go with him because I got to go
Alright,
shopping for scrolls and magic stuff, so it's on the way.
All right. So as y'all are walking, south and get almost to the circle, you hear a group of women running from further south and screaming, "Oh God, I can't believe it! He got me again!"
Oh no! Is it that gremlin? Ah. Which way did he go, ladies?
They point just past, like just at the corner. Dang it!
Yeah,
Am I with
Um,
him?
nowhere near. I have no idea where you're pointing. I'm sorry.
just beside building number 10.
So
Yeah,
Dahor and Talim are together on this.
X.
Yeah, I mean they're
Oh, X
yeah
and
they're at least
X
in
and
that
Talim.
in that area.
Okay, Raish is still in bed. So
We were trying to go shopping and grab stuff. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be game to follow. I gotta grab something upstairs real quick.
Mhm.
Be right back.
X, where'd you go? I was following you. Casey, can you hear me?
and that was it.
No range increment.
Everyone went to bed.
Yeah, no, I could hear you. I didn't move my character from the house until just now.
Okay. I was just making sure I didn't lose you there. X, it sounds like those
Right.
ladies got bugged by the gremlin again. Want to do some more?
Oh,
Makes me very,
Okay.
very, very happy.
These squares count as 15 feet.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's good
crazy.
to know.
Yeah.
Make sure everybody's reset their stuff because I forgot to reset my bardic performances and my help. So make sure you reset.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Perfect. Good to go. All right. All right. So what do y'all? Is everybody still in? Is everybody back in the call now? Devin, did you come back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Josh, thing from upstairs.
I'll be there in a minute.
Oh, okay. But you're still on the calls, so that's all right.
After listening.
Yeah. So right now, X and Talim and Dahor, y'all hear this person,
Yeah, you guys
these
get
people
some
running.
good night's sleep.
They direct you over this way. Yeah. What's your but without moving your characters from where you placed them, what are you choosing to do? How do you respond?
I'm gonna try
I mean, if
looking in the
Talim-
direction they point.
If Talim's going after it, I'm gonna follow Talim. I'm not gonna let him do it by
I
himself.
still have a dirty grudge against this thing mucking up my school.
Yeah.
Which is also
Um,
my house.
All right. Well, we can roll initiative if you guys would like.
I'm sleeping. What do you want me to do?
Listen for a minute.
Okay.
All right, can one of you guys roll initiative for me?
Oh,
Sorry,
absolutely.
getting the boys to bed.
No, you're good.
Of course, we plan to go shopping, and that's when Raish wants to be asleep.
You didn't wake him up, man. He had a rough night.
He's normally
All
up
right.
before we are.
Well, he was
Perfect.
busy last night destroying evidence. So he's
I
tired.
don't know what you're talking about.
I know, but you would think you'd check on him in the morning, and no one did. You just fucking left.
So we figured you already left.
I mean, I was just going to get my bow. I didn't need anybody to get my bow. They all decided to follow me.
Well, look, he figured you're not going to leave town without him, so he slept in a little bit, okay? It's not like he has a high charisma where he's going to go
Right.
and convince people to give him a deal, okay?
All right.
You're right. We're just going to do some window shop. But that's not what's happening right now.
Yeah. So, Talim, you are actually inside of range. So,
Wait, did
He
Talim
is-
move himself? Because he was in front of me.
Talim is standing where he's standing.
Oh, wow. Okay. I know last time I looked
Yeah.
at the map, he was like
There.
right
It was
in
where I
front of
went.
me.
It was where I went first, and then you showed up, and I got moved over there. But he put me back.
Put
All right,
where-
I'm back.
No.
I don't know where
That's
we are.
okay.
All right.
Where are we at? Okay, we're down here.
Yeah, down
That's
here
far.
to the south. What is his?
Are we actually
range?
using that as that range? Because that's. Oh, that's actually the thing. I thought that was a token for one of the crazy ladies. Okay, this is gonna be fun.
All right. So, he you see oh, actually show you guys a picture of him.
Now that I'm
was-
seeing him up close, you're not getting away this time, you little.
Known as Grim Wretchlock, a Grimple Gremlin that's an annoyance to everybody in town. You see him up on the corner of this building, and he is laughing, and he points at you, and he goes, and
It looks like
launches.
Raish when he gets old.
If he was here to see,
he-
if he was around to hear you say that, it would shout at you.
You see his his chest and his stomach begin to heave and jerk, and his cheeks bulge as he spews a
Don't.
line of vomit directly at you
You
for a
did.
17 to hit your touch AC.
Yeah.
He hits you for actually I gotta roll because you're flat-footed, you don't have your dex. You're not able to use your dex modifier right
He
now
was in the area.
because you haven't acted yet in combat.
I hate Pathfinder for that.
That's the rule. You take a disgusting 9 points of damage as this thick line of vomit, smacks you straight in the face and covers you from head to toe.
Mhm.
Gross too.
Nasty.
Roll a fortitude save if you would.
I'm busy removing 75% of my life from the first round of combat.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm fairly certain he won't instantly vomit again.
No, it's going to take him at least one.
I'm sorry, the what?
Who's opening bags of chips on a microphone, man?
That would be me. Sorry.
You gotta hit the mute for that, dude.
All right. Oh my god. You are nauseated for 3 rounds.
Great. What does that do?
Nauseated.
Just hit the button on Roll20. You'll be all right.
Open it quick. No, P is, yeah. Where's nauseated? There it is. Creatures nauseated experience stomach distress. Nauseated creatures are unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention. The
Nice.
only attention such a character can make is a single move action per turn.
Cool. So I am completely out of the fight first round. All right,
Yep.
moving on.
That happens when
It's
you run
okay.
in front of everybody.
Because with his, that was his standard, and with his move action, he let's see, what's his move speed? His move speed's really good. Yeah. With his move action, he runs to the top of this peaked roof and jumps off and starts to fly 20 feet away.
That's 30 feet. I thought.
That probably is 30 feet because these stupid things. Yeah, that's 30 feet. But yeah, he flies, and in this round he makes it 20 feet. Next in the initiative order is Dahor.
Okay, I'm no longer ruffling the bag. I am going to go basic command, stop, go get him, boy. So stop will go to use his full speed, which is, what is it, 50, I thought? Yeah, 50. So he should be able to get pretty much right. Whoops.
Can I even move, Jeremy?
Yeah, you can move. Let's say he can get in one of these two squares. Is it 50 feet for a single move action, or
yeah, 50 feet
double?
for single.
Okay, so you should be able to get like right up underneath him. I mean, he is above the rooftops, but you should be able to get right up underneath him.
Okay, I'll just put them there because that way they're not overlapping. Then I myself am gonna sprint, so that'll give me about 60. So that'll get me right up next to Buddy Boy here. I'll look at him and be like, "You okay? You need a hand?"
Kill it. Now.
Need some healing?
Dripping in vomit.
Do you need any healing at all?
Just kill it. Worry about me after.
There we go. All right.
Okay,
Xavier.
so wait. I still had mine to do. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. Oh no, I can't because I double moved, didn't I? Yep, never mind.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you moved 60 feet.
Never mind.
Right.
Continue on.
That's all good. Xavier.
I'm gonna move to where I move myself so I could check distance of something, and then I am just going to shoot an arrow at it. Actually, can I roll? I want to roll a knowledge first. So what knowledge am I rolling?
Knowledge planes on this guy.
25.
Or knowledge. Ooh, what do you want to know?
Classification. How many things do I get to know?
Just ask until I tell you that's enough.
Okay. Classification.
He is a Fae.
Special abilities. This besides the spit.
Let's see. He's got multiple spell-like abilities. So you know that Fae themselves are pretty magical. He's got illusionary magic. The telekinesis. That's things that Fae can generally do. They can move things with their mind, and they can make you see visions.
Okay.
The putrid vomit, of course, makes you sick. You've seen that a lot in your lifetime.
Yeah. Okay. My next one you might not want to answer, but it's a reason I'm asking. Is it 5? Is his HP 5 hit dice or lower?
No.
No, it's not. It's more than 5 hit dice.
No, it's
okay.
Not. It's more than 5 hit dice.
Okay. And then weakness.
No known weakness. No specific weakness. And I think that's pretty good.
Okay, cool. So then I'm just gonna release an arrow at him and hope to hit.
Oh yeah.
For 22.
22. AC 20 is that is a hit. That is a hit.
4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. You don't know if you hurt him as much as you felt like you should have. but you definitely see, your arrow like nick his leg and some, a little bit of blood.
Is the arrow like stuck in him?
No, it didn't quite do enough damage for that.
Okay. So
I
anyway,
considered that, but yeah, the
okay.
minimal damage.
There was a reason I
yeah.
was asking.
Yeah.
I screamed at him, "Spit at me when I was a kid, you little fucker!" And then he has the arrow now stuck in his leg. Well, cut in his leg. So that's it.
Jay, he got a pretty good cut across his leg, and some blood fell down onto Stahop's nose. Talim, it is your turn. You can move or vomit. You can vomit.
Thanks. I appreciate waking up, starting out the fresh day, getting my ass handed to me by probably a CR4 creature. But I'm going to just fucking sit there and do exactly like my character said. He's pissed off. He's covered in goo. And he just woke up. He's not dealing with this shit. He's just going to sit there. He can't do anything else.
God damn it.
Pass.
God damn it. All right. And for Mr. Wretch's turn, I need to let's see. I know how I'll decide if you can do this. I'll make a fly check. Fairly decent fly check, yeah. All right, so he is going to like full withdrawal, full sprint, run away, flying. I don't know if you can do that under self-propelled fly. It makes sense that you can, like just because you can pump your legs faster and run faster. Maybe you can pump your wings and go a little bit faster too. So he is going to book it to escape from his most recent bullshit that he's done and go 4 times his speed, which is 80 feet. So that's 30, 60, 80. So he's down on the other side of this roof now. He's booking it. He's heading out of town. Dahor.
There we go.
You might be muted.
Okay, so Stop would have been still chasing after him.
Mhm.
So I'll have him booking after him again. So
Say that Stop can probably fit between these two buildings
yeah,
if you want to have him run that way.
I was gonna say, is 100 close enough to get to him again?
Looks like it.
All right, so
I mean, he only moved 80. That's 15, 30, 45, 60. Wait, how'd you do that, Josh? You did Q? Yeah, okay. 90, 105. So he'll be, yes, right there,
all right.
right in front of him.
All right, if you say right in front of him. And then I guess, man, I don't really have anything long range to go after this guy yet, do I? Excuse me. No, not really. Yeah, I don't want to burn any spell slots. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna sprint as well towards him because my guy's pissed. So that gets me what right there, 60. And Stop can't reach him.
Of all times he's thrown up on townsfolk and the orphans and even X. Like, this is probably the closest y'all have ever been to grabbing him. I think we got
I'm
him
not
down.
I'm not grabbing him. I'm murdering him. I'm not going to leave him alive.
Fair enough.
Unless there's a reason that we should leave him alive.
No. He's just a nuisance.
I was going to say, he's not like a leprechaun where he's got a hidden pot of gold somewhere.
No. It'd be really cool if he could give you wishes, though.
Mm-hmm.
But, no, sorry. So, you've made it this way. All right. Xavier.
Um,
Yeah, he's
X
He's
is gonna.
kind of over some roofs for me right now. He might need to
Yeah,
move
that's
to get a
fine.
shot on him.
I couldn't even move and get a shot, to be honest with you. X screams at the top of his lungs. There's no point. He's flying away. He's too far gone. Leave him alone. We'll get him at another time. And he moves up next to Talim and says, "You smell really, really bad," and casts his prestidigitation on him. And it cleans you off.
All right. Nice. So, Talim, that is your turn. What's
I'm
there's
going to sit there and fume and pass.
there's a movie, or maybe it's a TV show. It's The Good Place, where they go to the international hole of pancakes, and there's like a spider or something on someone's head, and they, it's like, oh, we'll just, they illusion it away and turn it into a bow, and she's like, oh, it's so pretty. No, don't touch it. It's still there. Like, that's what I'm imagining that's what I imagine every time with prestidigitation. Like, you prestidigitation it away, and like you can still feel it on you. It's just like, I don't see it. Is it still there? It's still there. I don't see it.
Yeah, but in the description, I get what you're saying, and it's funny. In the description, it says it does clean objects, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still can't clean your ugly mug.
Yeah. So, Talim, you stay there and be angry for
Why is the
another.
Lord talking about an ugly mug with his walrus teeth?
And Mr. Wretch, like he screams when the wolf heads him off again, and he shoots back across this complex, back in this direction, right here, heading back towards the woods.
And that doesn't trigger an attack of opportunity or anything.
He's flying. He's above the head.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot that he
Yeah.
did that in the same turn that he retched all over me.
Yeah.
Level 3 spell.
He can
as a
can
move
fly
action.
as yeah, like that's just his natural ability. Like,
Yeah.
he can just do it.
Now
Go
I would have
next bed.
seen him gone in that direction, right?
Yes.
All right, so I'm assuming it's my turn again.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So again, Stop would have chased after him. So Stop is, let's see, what did you say? It was Q?
Yeah, it's Q to bend it.
Okay, so that only gets me about there then, huh?
Yeah, he Stop had to lose a couple steps by turning corners.
Okay. Oh, then I guess.
That's not a bad move.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is a bit closer. All right, so I'll get him closer. I'm assuming I would have seen him fly over the houses, so I'll run over that way. Because I'm sick of the little bastard.
I can't blame you.
And that's it. That's all I got. Is just running after him.
Yeah, I'm going to say Xavier is probably right. This guy is likely to escape this time. I mean, unless a miracle happens on the next two turns, which is Xavier and then Talim. So, Xavier.
And I saw him cut across the buildings, right?
Yeah, you saw him like cut back, and probably caught just a glimpse of him as he went over the compound. Yeah,
60,
again.
20. Okay, and to run is what? 4 times my movement speed?
If you are in light armor or no armor, yes. 4
Okay.
times a minute.
So I was
that's
only running double speed. I could have gone farther.
It's 120.
What about
full,
Stop, though?
There.
Let's see.
Yeah, because Stop, his normal speed is 50.
Let's see. I think you also have to be able to move like in a straight line, like unimpeded to run.
Yeah,
we'll look at that. But yeah,
no, you do. And where I was, where
Yeah.
to where I moved to, there's nothing there unless you're gonna count that quarter
Alright.
of grass.
so yeah, in
I
light,
just
medium, or no armor, you can run at 4 times your speed.
Yeah,
If
I'm
you're
in-
going in a straight line, if you're making turns or doing things, then you
Yeah.
But if you're in heavy armor, you can run at 3 times your speed.
Yeah,
so
I'm
yeah,
in light.
Don't
I'm in light
stop.
armor.
Y'all could stop.
Oh.
You know, could have gone up to 4 times his speed, like in that first movement. But in the next two, since he had
Yeah, he
obstacles
has
to
to
deal
the
with,
corner.
was moving at more speed.
Okay, so
Alright.
and running's a full round action, right?
Yes.
If I'm okay. So I just want to get into place to where I can see where he'll fly off to. So I couldn't like hold an action or ready an action because that did a full round action, right?
Right.
Okay. Cool. I just want to see where he flies to.
All right. And
Oh, you're not gonna shoot
Talene,
him?
do you?
I'm still nauseated. I can't do anything. If I try to chase after him, all he has to do is turn around and I'm down.
Like, I imagine it like you're standing there, and like every time you go to take a step forward, like the ground rushes up at you, and your stomach flips, and you're like, nope, not yet.
Yeah, I
No,
just sit
yeah.
there and fume that I had to deal with this shit first thing of a fresh day.
This was one of 2 possibilities for y'all to have to deal with. This is the infinitely more survivable of the 2.
How is this even remotely fair?
This was an encounter. Either we get a lucky shot or 2 off on him, or that's it.
You guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Good. All right. So sorry, my mom called again, and it interrupts the call every time. So, all right. So you're there?
Yep.
All right. Jesus. So yeah, Mr. Wretch, he slips into the trees, and sort of disappears. You see him, Xavier. You see him, slip into a odd looking, path that you've probably never quite seen before, until he pointed it out to you. Little narrow.
So can I take that as like him going back to like his home or wherever he sleeps at?
Yeah. So he's
Okay.
probably retreating somewhere safe for him, anyways.
I point that at to Dahor. We should one day follow that path and then kill that little bastard.
Consider it done.
And
And
then
I think
puke on,
Stop can find him.
and then puke on him.
Puke on him.
Oh, that's what you and the boys want to do. I won't say no this time because it's disgusting.
So I go and head back to the blacksmith because this was not going to happen.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you get to the blacksmith.
I'm
And
going
he's,
to go change.
Absolutely fair. You get to the blacksmith, and he's happy this morning. He hey, I've got your piece done right here. And he holds up the bow. And he's like, I just need the string to be able to finish her up.
So I pick up the bow and I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh no, I forgot to tell you to put a symbol of Shaylin on it. And I just like take it and lay it back down. I was like, I'll do it. I can do it. It's no big deal. And then I take the string off my other bow, give it to him, and give him my other bow. Or actually, I just give him my other bow and he takes the string off and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And you see him, pull down on your bow and remove the high tensile strength bowstring that you have and place it on your new, specially handcrafted bow made out of the handrails from a haunted house.
So everybody knows it's a dark wood. It's not dark wood per game. It's a dark colored wood, and then in it, those like little spike bracelets you used to wear in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Not the big spikes, but the little bitty pyramid spikes from the teeth that I took from the monster. Those are going down it, and then there's a notch specifically cut out for arrows, just so everyone sees it. And yeah, that's my bow.
All right.
Fancy.
Anybody else want to tackle anything? Before I think we should probably call it a night here in a few minutes.
And I pull the string back and dry fire it, and it goes twing. It's wonderful.
I think mostly we just need to handle our shopping. That's all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably some traveling supplies, some tents, some fucking CR4 goblin repellent.
That's stuff we can work out on Discord throughout the week.
Yeah.
And didn't Casey say something about not playing next week?
Yeah,
I think he's the next
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I won't be
Valentine's
playing
Day.
on the 14th because it's Valentine's Day, and then on the 21st, I am going out of town. Family thing, kid's birthday present, so I'm not going to be playing then either.
You got a
If
point
y'all
about the 14th. Maybe we should adjust that game back to Saturday night next week.
That's if we could play during the week would be way better if anybody can do that. And the reason is Valentine's present.
You know what? Let's discuss that, but let me shut down the recording. So everybody say bye to that.
Okay,
Start
bye-bye.
recording.
See you.